Let's start with the tenses. Now, what is a tense? Tense is a concept that indicates the time of action or event. Means these are the set of rules that help us to make sentences for different frame of time. Now, past. Past means that represents the action that happened earlier. Present means that actions that is happening just right now, that is present. Future, that describes action that will happen later. Now, what is present tense? Present tense, it is used to describe actions that are occurring right now. Now they are further divided into four parts: simple tense, present simple tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. We will be discussing each of these type in details. Now, first is present simple. Present simple include those statements that express habitual actions, daily routines, facts, or general truth. For example, I like fruits. It is a fact. I like fruits. Now I can't. I will not change my likings. Okay, it is a fact. It's a. It is a statement that can't be changed very easily. So it will be included in the present simple tense. Ram plays chess in the evenings. Now it's a habit. Ram plays chess every evening. Okay, so it's a habit. So habits are also included in the present simple tense. The earth revolves around the sun. Now it's a universal truth. Earth revolves around the sun. So it is not it is not a false statement. It's a truth. So these type of statements are included in the present simple tense. Now, how to write the simple present tense? The syntax is subject plus first form of the verb plus s or es. S or es, these are used for the third person. Third person when they are in the singular form, like he, she, it. These are all the third person and these are all the singular form of the third person plus object. Okay, now for example, first example is I like coffee. Okay, now here the subject is I, and like is verb, and the like is verb, like first form of the verb, like remains the like. Okay, now I is the first person and so we don't use s or es with the like, so like will remain the like only plus the remaining subject, that is coffee. So the sentence will become I like coffee. Second, she cooks food for the family. Now she is the third person. So the verb is cook and it will become, we will add s or es. So cook will become cooks. She cooks plus object. Object is food for the family. So sentence will become she cooks food for the family. Now, when to add s or es with the verb for first person singular. So first person singular is I. We don't use s with the first person singular. So I run, I sing, I cook. So for first form of the verb will remain the same. Second person singular. So second person singular is you. The verb will also remain the same in for the second person singular. You run, you cook. Okay, the third person singular. He, she, it. These are the third person singular. So we will add s or es. Now first person plural. First person plural is I. Singular is I. Plural form of I is we. So verb will remain the same for first person plural. Second person plural. Plural form of you is you only. So the verb will also remain the same with the second person plural. Now third person plural. Plural form of he, she, it is, they. The verb will also remain the same with the third person plural. We add only s or es with the third person singular. Now, how to convert any sentence into simple present tense? In order to convert any sentence into the simple present tense, we have to memorize the syntax of the simple present tense. Now, the sentence is I am driving to work. I am driving to work. Okay. Now, we when we look at the syntax is subject plus first form of the verb plus object. Now I is the subject. I is the subject. So I will remain the I plus. Now verb is driving. Verb is driving. The first form of the verb will become, for driving is drive. So we will add drive and plus object. The object is to work. So we will add to work at the end of the sentence and we will delete am. So our sentence will become I drive to work. So this is in the simple present form. Second sentence, they are eating food. Now here the subject is they. We will add first they. Now the verb is eating. Verb is eating. Now first form of verb eating is eat. Eat. So we will add eat then plus food. Food is the object. So we will add food at the end of the at the end of the sentence. How to write the negative simple present tense? Now, in order to create the negative of the in order to create the negative of any sentence, we always add not. Not. When we add no, then it is in the negative form. But how to write the simple present tense in the negative form? So here is the syntax: subject plus do or does plus not plus first form of the verb plus object. Now we added do or does. With the simple syntax of the present tense, we add do or does plus not, then we will get the negative of the simple present tense. For example, I do not take my meals at night. See, I is the subject, take is the first form of the verb. Okay, but we added do or do not with the first form of the verb and the rest of the subject. So it is the negative form of the simple present tense. It does not rain in winters. So we added does not with the verb rain in winter. So we get the negative of the first form of the sentence. Now, when to add do and when to add does? Same. First form, first person when it is a singular form or in the plural form, we add do. Second person, singular and plural, we add do. But with the third person in the plural form, we add do. Only third person singular form we add does. Same as when we have already seen with s and es with the first form of the verb, we see the same syntax, same as with the do or does. Now, how to convert any sentence into the simple negative present tense? I like ice cream. Okay, this is the simple present tense and it is in the present in the positive sentence. Now we have to convert it in the negative form. In order to convert the negative form, we will add do or does or plus not with the verb. Now this is the I, subject is the I, है ना? Subject is I. Now I is the first person and it is in the singular form, so we will add do, right? So do plus not, then it will become don't plus rest of the subject. I don't like ice cream. It always snow in January. Now it is the third person and it is in the singular form, so we will add does plus not and plus rest of the sentence, and we will get the negative sentence. It does not always snow in January. How to write interrogative simple present tense? Now, what are interrogative sentences? Interrogative sentences are the sentences which are in the question form. Now we have two type of questions. The first one are whose answer are always in the form of yes or no. Okay, and the second one whose answers are not in the form of yes or no. When the questions are in the form of questions are in the form whose answers are always in the form of yes or no, then the syntax is this one. Okay, do or does, okay, plus subject. Do or does depends on the what is the subject, okay, plus base form of the verb, means first form of the verb. Now do you like, the subject is you, so we add do. This is the second person and we always add do with the second person. So do you like is the first form of the verb and this is the object, okay, with the base form of the verb plus object. So the question is, do you like chocolate plus question mark. Does Angela run the youth club? Now Angela is the third person, right? And it is in the singular, of course, singular form. So we will add does. So does Angela run? Run is the base form of the verb, first form of the verb, and plus object plus question mark. So these are the questions whose are answered in the yes or no form. Now, when we have to ask questions for which the answer are not in the form of yes or no, rather we have to give some proper answers. Okay, then the syntax is question words. Now, what are the question words like why, when, where, whose? When the questions are in the form of why, when, where, whose, then we add the question word plus do or does. Again depends on the subject. What is the subject? Okay, do or does depends on the subject plus base form of the verb. Now why is the question word, okay, plus subject is Tony. This is again the third person and in the singular form, so we added does. Why does Tony talk? Now talk is the base form of the verb, first form of the verb, so quickly, the plus object and question mark. We get our question, why does Tony talk so quickly? Now when do the farmers plant the corn? Now when is the question word? Okay, now farmers, these are the third person but these are in the plural form, so we added do. Okay, so we added do. Plant the corn, this is the object, sorry, plant is the verb and the verb is in the base form plus the corn which is the object. So we frame our question, when do the farmers plant the corn? Okay, I hope it is very clear. Thank you so much.